Hello, everybody. This is Charles Cook. Buenos dias. This is Charles Cook. Great to be with you today. We have a lot to talk about. First thing we want to talk about today is the new prosecutorial discretion memo that immigration ICE just came out with last Friday, last Friday, right? So they came out with it 10 days ago, but it was really Monday when everybody found out about it. Friday they found out about it. So basically, ICE says, look, they're instructed. The lawyers are instructed. Dismiss cases in which somebody has relief, like adjustment of status. So you're married U.S. citizen, you have a lawful entry, dismiss the case. Kids, dismiss the case. People that don't have criminal convictions, basically administratively closed or dismiss the case. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal. It would be a lot bigger if Merrick Garland would get off as Attorney General butt and reverse Castro-Tum along with 18 other crummy decisions from the Trump era. But he appears to be a Trump guy, so maybe he doesn't really want to be in the Supreme Court. Who knows? So I'm a little disappointed in Merrick at this point. But that's the ICE discretion memo. Big deal. On Friday, my partner Dustin's on our Facebook Live and YouTube Live is going to go all through this in detail. Other big news today is USCIS. 3 things. 1, they're going to have an expanded expedited processing. Yeah, I'll see it when I believe it. Everybody's going to go, well, I should be expedited processing. Yeah, they can't do everybody, obviously. They really want the $2,500 from premium processing. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. 2, a big part of the memo that they came out with today has to do with just not issuing a denial. Because under the Trump guys, they said, just deny the case. If it's not perfect, deny it. Just deny it. Now they said, no, issue a request for evidence so they can be fixed. Just, don't be jerks. Let's call it the let's not be jerks rule. It's a good rule. And the third thing, and this is one of those half-butted things they could have done, and they could have done way better, but they didn't. So they went like halfway. Hey, we're gonna make employment cards that we give out good for 2 years. That's really cool. If you're getting a new employment card, it sucks if you're waiting 8 to 10 months to have your card reissued. So why didn't they go all the way and say anybody with a current card, it's good for 2 years? And they put a memo on their website. Oh, they can't do that. They do it all the time. Ask everybody with TPS for the last 3 years who've been working on a memo on their website. So, really crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Come on. You can do better than this, Joe. You're better than this. Where's Urchadu? Why are they coming out with policy changes and Urchadu's not there? Come on, let's do this right. Half-witted, half-butted things to get done. They can do better than this. How about officers looking at a filing and there appears to be an error in it that can be corrected in, a 2-minute phone call? Oh, there's a lawyer on the case. I'll call the lawyer. Hey, lawyer, this is Bob from the Texas Service Center. I see you check this and not check that. Do I have your permission to fix that? Oh, yes, I do. Can you send me an email real quick that confirms that? Thank you very much. Boom, done. Rather than sending an envelope out, waiting 6 weeks, going through the mail room. No, you could do it in an email in 30 seconds. So why aren't you doing that again in the 21st century? Yeah. That's what we got. All right. There's lots of other immigration news out there. Really important, though, to talk about what's going on right now. I want to talk first about Kinsley. First thing I want to talk about here is Kinsley. In fact, let me get my banner out. Kinsley. Oh, over here. Kinsley. I'm reversed, right? I'm reversed. Kinsley. We are basically done with the motion for summary judgment. And preliminary injunction. We have to confer with the government before we file that. We're making contact, and then it certainly will be filed by Friday on this case. And then the clock will start running, and we'll be asking for an expedited hearing sometime in July. And that's to get an order from the judge basically saying you can't not issue visas just because somebody doesn't qualify for NIE. That's illegal. Tony, it's illegal. What part of illegal don't you understand? To paraphrase my nativist friends. So Kinsley's moving forward for all our Kinsley folks. We've got that. I mean, it's sitting here in my inbox. I'm looking at it. Zach New did a great job of that with Jeff's firm. Jesse Bless is blessing it. And so we're in good shape there. Also want to just briefly mention the USCIS adjustment of status delayed litigation. This is really important. I mean, if you filed an adjustment of status application really before December, many of you don't even have a receipt, or you don't have a biometrics yet, you don't have an employment card. The USCIS is about to waste 100,000 EB2s and EB3s, 100,000 that they could use to reduce the backlog from India and China. This next year, there's going to be another 150,000 or more immigrant visas that are going to roll to employment, and they're going to get wasted. They're going to lose 250,000 people could get green cards now rather than waiting 2 more years, because those numbers are gone forever. We've talked about how they're gone forever. They go back to family, but they disappear into the family sinkhole. So they're gone. So if you want to be part of the group that challenges the USCIS, is, the other thing we're challenging is, why should it take a year to do an adjustment? That's wildly unacceptable. It's not that hard. What's it take them? 15 minutes, 20 minutes to adjudicate? Well, why do you file it, pay $1,225 per person, and then wait a year for somebody to look at it? That's just because they do that doesn't make it reasonable. That's not a reasonable. You wouldn't hire a lawyer and say, pay me now and I'll get to your case in a year. You would never do that. I mean, it's unacceptable. Unacceptable. All right, so that's that litigation. Join that litigation. We're going towards 100 people to file that. Keep in mind, we win, you're all going to get your green cards if we win, because we're going to file that with a preliminary injunction, and actually probably with a temporary restraining order. So, if we win, you get your green card. So that's kind of, if we don't win, you're still going to get your green cards faster, because we're going to keep fighting that case as it goes forward. All right. We also have the H-1B lottery abuse case, and really this should be the lottery abuse case, but I'm going to just change that a little bit, because I know I'm going to get questions on this. Well, where did it go? I did H-1B lottery abuse. There we go. All right. So this lottery abuse case, this is where people have filed multiple applications for multiple employers that aren't real jobs. They're just fake. They're fake jobs. That's illegal. It's illegal under the law. We're going to file that. We're actually drafting it now. We've got enough plaintiffs. But if you want to be part of that, please join. And you can join these. You can go to this website here. Let's see. Let's see. This would be, right here. I'm going to give you Greg's website, because I haven't updated mine. So you can go to Greg's website and look for the AOS case, the adjustment of status EB, look for the H-1B lottery abuse. It's all right there. All right. Now, I want to talk about Go. This is DV 2021. All right. We have filed our motion for summary judgment. Government response is due in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Our reply is then due a week later, and we have a hearing on July 13th. I think Judge Maida will rule quickly on that. A lot of you are very concerned that another lawyer has filed a case on the DV 2021 in Washington, D.C. that has been decided to Judge Maida that has 24,000 plaintiffs. We have nothing to do with that lawsuit. It might be assigned to the same judge, but it hasn't been consolidated. We've seen no motion to consolidate. We've seen nothing from Judge Maida about consolidating. He's not contacted us. I want to be clear for our Go plaintiffs. First of all, Go, we've already passed all the milestones, and we have a briefing schedule and a hearing. The judge is not going to add, and we would fight adding another case to ours when we're in the middle of briefing. We don't think it's fair to us. We don't think it's fair to our clients, and certainly not, and it's not fair to the government, honestly, either. I think Joe would oppose that as well. So we think we're going to move forward. We're not really paying any attention to the other lawsuit. They haven't served the government as far as I know. I've seen no proof of service. So the government's got 60 days to respond to that. That's sometime in August. Even if they can get the government and get on some sort of PI schedule, still going to be held after ours. Ours will be first. So I'm not worried about it. So stop DMing me, stop emailing me, take a pill, relax. You've got really good lawyers working for you to protect your interests in getting the DV lottery. Now, last night, there was another decision in a case also filed by the same lawyers in California on a case in which a judge tossed and denied their family-based cases. I don't know, there's a lot of them, 2,400 people. They're all gone. Now we're going to get to Enunciado in a second, that part of it. But the judge allowed them to move forward to try to obtain a class action for DV 2020, and he put a deadline on that for getting documents. All of that is after Judge Mehta is going, I believe, to rule in our case. We're going to get a decision first and go, but it seems odd that you have a class action pending and then you file another lawsuit for 24,000 individuals who would all be class members. I don't know how you deal with that. I mean, I've never seen any lawyer do that before. If you filed a class action, you presumably want to represent everybody. Then you had 24,000 individuals. I don't know. Same exact claim in a different court. I don't know how that works. So I'm not going to worry about it because I have no control over it, and I don't see it impacting Go. So there you go, Go. And by the way, Brandon Go, if you're watching, thank you for your email. There is somebody named Go, Brandon Go, and he's been actively trying to get scheduled for his DV lottery. All right, important to mention Enunciado at this point because I just referenced it. Enunciado is in California. The judge is not having oral argument on the government's motion to dismiss. We also have a motion for an amended complaint, which he technically granted already. So I don't know what the judge is going to do in that case. We only have 24 or so plaintiffs left in that case, and regardless of what happens, we'll have a meeting with them and talk to them regardless of when the judge issues a decision. But the judge in the other case that the other lawyers just lost on that issue, that it might mean we lose. We'll have to figure that out. Remember, this is, the question is really, because ours is we added a mandamus claim to in the second amended complaint. We'll see what the judge does. See what he does here. And we've got the Gomez-Acker case. I'm getting a lot of DV 2020 questions again. Look, we had agreed to have a hearing in July on DV 2020. Everybody freaked out. No, it's too long. And now we're, the 9th or 10th of June, and it's probably going to be about the same time. So just relax. I mean, I know it sucks waiting. Are you going to be one of the 10,000? Is the judge going to grant more? And remember, in the Gomez-Acker case, we're Acker. Okay, our case has 12 people left. 12 people plus a request for class certification for all the people whose visas expired, of which there's probably 700 or 800 is our guess that couldn't get them reissued in September because of the crush. So, that's our job. If you are a DV 2020 person, you need to go to the Gomez website. You got to go to the Gomez website. Where is that? Let's see. You need to go to this website and you need to register as a class member because you have lawyers. You don't need to ask me. You have a lawyer built into this. So here are your lawyers. If you are a DV 2020 person and you're not one of my 12 clients, you need to go here and register as part of this case because they're your lawyers. They're representing you in the fight, although I'm the one asking for more visas. All right, so that's kind of where we are on Gomez-Acker. Fung. So the judge had initially set a hearing for tomorrow in Los Angeles, and that hearing has been canceled by the judge, who said he's going to make a decision on the case just on the submission, which, not abnormal. Having hearings is actually odd. on a lot of these cases. Now, this judge is a very conservative judge. So we'll see what happens on our preliminary injunction hearing. On all our K1s, obviously Milligan is out there. We gave an update on Monday. I want you to go to the Monday YouTube video for Impact Litigation, and you can see all the update on Milligan, K1 Rio, K1 Manila, K1 London that Lily's doing. We've got K1 Moscow, which we've served the government. And now we're waiting for them to, I actually called the government lawyer, see who's the lawyer on the case, the government Hefe, the boss, see who's the guy on the case. I don't have a response yet. So, but we're working on that. So that's kind of all the things that are going on right now. Let's take some questions here. My Atlanta-based Diet Coke. And let's see what we got. The title should say June 9th. What does it say? Do I not have a June 9th on there? I'll change the title. Sorry, man. Did I move in the future? Thank you, Aresh. No, you don't. All right, Krish, it's okay. A lot of people think lawyers are, you must be perfect. Well, obviously we're human beings. We try. We do our best. And we have a great deal of experience and knowledge. I mean, this gray hair didn't come because, I'm young and don't have any experience. Every one of these hairs is earned, especially the ones from my daughter. But, everybody makes mistakes. So thank you very much. We try to get those, and we're really quick in putting that up. So thank you very much. Taylor, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That's a great picture, by the way. Francois from London. How are you doing, Francois? So go, Yeah, London is, I don't know how, I feel very confident I'm going to win the Go case. I mean, we're going to win this. And I'm curious to see how London, who just canceled all their August, September interviews for non-immigrants, maybe to do immigrants. I don't know. I mean, they're doing K1s, which is good. Oh, I put May. Thank you. What was I thinking? May. I'm traveling back in time. I have been reading a time travel novel. Maybe that's what it is. Ritesh, good to see you. Order on Kinsley. I would expect a Kinsley order probably August, late August, early September, unless something miracle. Remember, maybe probably August. Yeah, because the judge has always been very good previously when we had him in Milligan. So yeah, I think probably mid-August. Now that's a guesstimate. If you say, well, you promised. So no, that's a guesstimate. All right. Synthesia, yeah. Everybody caught the May. Everybody caught that. I'll have to go in and fix that. Liz, good to see you. Hello, Leek, Leeke. Hassan, we are with you to go case one of the emergency case. Again, there's no such thing as merging cases. Just because cases have the same judge with similar claims does not mean that they're consolidated. And we will have input should the judge either decide on his own that he might want to consolidate or the other party wants to consolidate. And as I said before, we will fight consolidation in this case. Any news on the Eagle Act? Dude, nothing is passing Congress on immigration anytime soon. Any ideas? The judge and go? Oh no, I think if history is any guide with Judge Mehta, although I think he may have the order written already, I would suspect that we get an order early August, maybe late July. Again, we will. He gets the urgency, although he doesn't see the urgency in the Go 9095, but he gets the urgency for this. So I think we'll be good there. Penn v. Blinken. I think I said all the K1s we updated on Tuesday night. There's been no updates since Tuesday night. Are you allowed to ask the government lawyers in Go about our list, or must we wait for status update in court? Go lawyers about the government. Oh, you mean the list we provided to them? Yeah, we're actually trying to get a hold of him right now. He's busy. He's really busy. We always follow up. Liz Switzerland, is that really your last name? Or are you just Liz who lives or is from Switzerland? I would be Chuck from Jersey. That's what I would be, Chuck from Jersey. Odebek Plutov, in the Go case, check our skin. Well, again, in the Go case, we have provided the government with everybody's case number and birthday. And that was because he says he wants the State Department and the KCC to have all this so they can be ready. They know they're going to lose. Okay, that's why it's going to be impossible to pull 24,000 cases, but he can pull our 900 cases. And they of course had many months to do that. Keep in mind, we filed this lawsuit really back in Annunciado in November, and that actually helps us all through this process for the DV 2020. Mary already talked about that. Kailash, hope you're doing well in Nepal. I hope COVID's getting better. Nepal is really suffering right now. We have fair if case consolidation. No, I already talked about that. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Santos Madrid. Santos, ¿cómo estás? Soy residente por medio de prisión laboral. Mi esposa, San Salvador, la puse en la aplicación, cuál es el proceso para que ella, gracias. Santos, tienes que hacer una forma I-824 para pedir que inmigración notifique al consulado que su esposa necesita una entrevista por la residencia. Si no lo has hecho, habla con sus abogados o llama a nosotros y te ayudamos. Mocha Maher as a new case. Yes, well, I already talked about that. Mocha. George V. Is that like George V? I mean, he's better than King George II. I think that was the guy that we kicked out of America. Kinsley finally requested docs for me. Yay! Woo-hoo! Well, again, I mean, if you're a Go plaintiff, it's probably why. So, again, they know they got to do this stuff. One Go concerns gets one at the same time as Go. Again, the KCC already has all our clients' information, so I'm not worried about that. London scheduled their first DV. Woohoo! Save diversity visa. Well, I mean, that would be great, especially if they get all the Go people. Now, the funny thing is they told some people in emails, different consulate, oh, we do these in order. Well, we know that's not true. I mean, clearly not true. Because we've got people who with high numbers who got their visas already. And with low numbers in the same place who have none. So we know they're not doing it that way. How can you guarantee? There's zero guarantee, Ahmed. Zero guarantees. Okay? Zero guarantees. None of these are guaranteed. All right? Because the visa itself is subject to your interview. You might have filled out the form wrong. You know, I just found out yesterday a whole bunch of people from Moscow put their what they call a patrimonial name, their father's name, Sergeyevich, as their middle name. And that's not their middle name, even though it's on their passport, it's on their birth certificate. And so some people have been denied their visas because of that. More than a year. Yeah, well, Taylor, we know what this is about. This is about the intentionality of the Trump administration carried over to the Biden administration of not letting immigrants in. They use COVID as an excuse. Now Biden's using COVID as an excuse just for a different reason, not to let COVID in, but not let immigrants in, but it's the same thing. Have you included the tiered visa part D? Yes. It's not in the complaint because it didn't exist when we filed the complaint, but it's in our motion. That whole tiered thing is just literally made up out of whole cloth. It has no basis in reality and certainly no basis in the law, and we told the courts that. Okay. Gorky, good to see you. Regards from Honduras. Ojalá todo bien. In my case, it's the last time my country no longer able to. Yes, I know. Peru's the same way. You know, Peru can't participate next year either. Well, Liz, obviously, we're trying to get all our plaintiffs interviewed and visas issued before year's end. That's obviously our goal. Been our goal all along. But we're asking to hold visas in abeyance in case they don't do that. So that can happen. I love Poonam because, Poonam, I think you're my favorite client. Thank you, Poonam. I appreciate you saying that. Rikesh, gut feeling. I'm not going to hold you accountable. My gut feeling is we'll probably get a decision in August, in Kinsley, and late July, early August for Go. Saint Saint, good to see you. I already talked about this. So people stop worrying about it. You cannot control it. Let your lawyers deal with it. We're good at this stuff. We really are. I promise. Let's see, ad victim. I love that. You guys are so original. Ad victim. Considering that the U.S. consulate in Montreal claims they are not going to be taking DV cases this year, would you recommend plaintiffs from Canada try to switch consulates now? Well, they're going to have to explain to a judge why they are doing that. They're going to explain to a judge. I think they're going to have a hard time explaining why they won't do them. Let's see. A lot of same questions here. Let me go back up where I was. I need to find my Fred ad fectum. There you are. Let's see. Everyone freaked out. No. Okay. Any plans adding new plaintiffs to go? No, we're not adding any new plaintiffs to go because we're asking all visas to be reserved. And the other lawyers just got a class action they might be getting done, so you might be covered there anyway. Only workout plays with no numbers. That's a lie. Yeah, I mean, we all know it's a lie, Synthesia. In fact, if you have more evidence for us that it's a lie, we'd love you to email to me and Aaron. Email us the evidence that people with high numbers are getting visas issued or their interviews done. That would be very grateful. Yes, Ali, it's on the table because we've asked for it. Definitely on the table. Let's see. Kalish, I want to meet you personally too. We want you in the United States. We need you in the United States. Sarpong Ernest. Ernest is my dad's middle name. Who knew Sarpong and I somehow are related? Yes, Gomez, please go register. Please go register. Here, if you're in the Gomez case, if you're DV 2020, go here and register. Right here. Thank you very much. Okay. Let me find Ernest again here. Acker plaintiffs. Do you think? Oh no, Sasha, I'm fully confident we're going to get your visa. Your problem is, if I'm not mistaken, you're from Belarus, and Belarus is closed again. You can't leave. So that's another issue you need to figure out. Mike, we have K1 in Sweden. Status is ready, but based on the visa, we interview 20 months. Well, if we win Kinsley, we're asking for a universal order that they can't deny visas, that basically the NIE is garbage, basically. But if you can get 100 plaintiffs, we'll sue Sweden. All right. Let's see. Andrei Stabeski, good to see you on YouTube. Yes. Good luck hearing. Well, it could be the same day. You know, that actually is the thing the judge could do. He could have all 3 hearings separately on the same day. So that's some, if he's got that on his calendar. Remember, he already has us. I think he has us in the afternoon. So I don't know what the rest of his day looks like. Simon's a very perceptive man. I like Britt Simon, very smart guy. Yeah, this is more B1s. Yeah, they'll have to explain this stuff to the judge. PP, but Henry, Biden is not going to get rid of any of the proclamations until COVID disappears as a problem in the world. He's not. Don't even think that he is. So if you're in the UK and you have a visa, go to Mexico for 2 weeks. Save your money. Or Switzerland. Oh, Liz, I know there's good chocolate in Switzerland. I've been there. I've gotten 2 speeding tickets there. Thank you very much for that lovely reminder of my trip. But great chocolate, great chocolate. Liz, you might not know, my dad was a candy maker, German candy maker. Yes. Majority didn't pay fees, so it makes it more unfair. You know, I know nothing about the other lawsuit. It's not my job to know about the other lawsuit. Okay, so instead of worrying about other people, live your life, do good things, help others, develop good karma, develop a good aura, develop a good record, and all these things will work out just like they're supposed to. Let's see. What should be after June 25th? Government like most of this. They might. I don't know what they're going to do. You know, So again, I think Jeff talked about that on Monday night. Let's see. As from our videos, not the prosecuting decision, we dispute the prosecutor except for waiting for July 30 hearing. Honestly, you didn't keep emailing them. They're not responding, but develop a record. Italy, Daria B, another one of my favorite. In fact, Daria, I heard Italy is opening back up, and I would love to come. Don't worry about consolidation. We got your back. I promise. We got George the Fifth, but you can call me the King. That's good. Manila is a nightmare. Will administrators have to get fired for creating this mess? Patrick, one thing that you don't know, maybe you don't know really because you've only done your case there. I've been dealing with Manila for 32 years. Manila's been like this for 32 years. This is not new in Manila. Manila's been terrible for 32 years. It's been their own island in the stream for 32 years. Their own fiefdom for 32 years, different consular officers. So nothing is surprising, but what's good now is now they're the courts looking at them, and we'll see what we can maybe hold them accountable. You may have heard on the Department of State's YouTube channel, which you can go see. It's still have the videos up. When the visa office, the bosses of the consulates give them criteria, they're mere suggestions. They're not binding on the consulate. The consulate could do whatever they want. They're fiefdoms. So just keep that in mind going forward. Plaintiffs who did not receive emails, you should be emailing the KCC. All right. Transfer your case from Accra post with no success. Yes, Philip, I got your email this morning. Thank you very much. Thank you, Adfectum. It's important to be optimistic. First of all, for you DV 2021, you are lucky people. You won the lottery. Okay, that's a good sign. Right? Not people didn't win the lottery are bad people. It's just that's a positive thing. So keep being positive. Just playing the lottery is evidence that you are positive, that you are optimistic. Okay. I know Italy's doing great, Daria. I need to come on over. Sasha, I love you too. Then Daria, where are you in Italy? If you respond to this before I get off this thing, I'd love to know where you are. If it's in Florence, I'm definitely coming. Ukraine, how many Go plaintiffs? I don't know how many Go plaintiffs there are in the Ukraine. I just don't know. There are some though, I know, but I just don't know how many. What about plaintiffs who did not receive emails from the KCC? Again, you should be sending KCC. I'm a Go plaintiff. Why aren't you processing my case? I'm a Go plaintiff. Why aren't you processing my case? Just don't copy us on the emails, please. Don't copy us on the email. Yazji, Rusbe can postpone an order. No, I don't think that's going to happen. No, I don't see that happening. Judge Mayday is a good, straightforward, honest guy. I don't see that happening. Milan, that's where we fly to from here, from Milan. Pick up a new suit or something while I'm there. Hey, I just noticed that all the comments on my comment box here are from YouTube, and I need to go and see if there's any comments on the because I'm doing both on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Because I see if there's any comments here where this is live. My internet's very slow today for some reason. I don't know why. She's there, and that's the video. I'm not seeing this on my Facebook, even though it's supposed to be on Facebook at the same. Oh, I put this on Impact. Oh, I didn't put it on Facebook. Oh, bummer. I put it on Impact at the same time. Sorry, all my Facebook people. Yikes. No wonder people didn't see it. So I do apologize. We'll load it up on Facebook next. Bummer. I forgot something. All right. Any other questions here? Let's see what we got. You are telling that if I write that, yeah, you can say you're a Go plaintiff. You're a Go plaintiff. Absolutely. We've served them, and they know you're a Go plaintiff because they have the list. Curtis just filed a motion to consolidate. It's not bad news. We will go ahead and we will respond to that. We will respond to that. So we'll fight for that, and we'll go from there. All right. That's it for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, you're welcome to reach out. And of course, you can always call me for an appointment. We represent people is what we do, right? So call for a consult. You can also catch us on our website right here. You can also follow me on the Twitter machine as well. And we'll do all this fun stuff again next Wednesday. One last comment. Great. Thank you, Liz. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week. And if we can help you again, let us know. Bye-bye.